Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is IRFAN bin AHMAD ZUBAIDI. Today I will tell you about the introduction for presentation of the topic. Firstly, what is bribery? Bribery from the word's perspective means it's an illegal act that involves the exchange of something value like money with the aim influencing a person or an official for a privilege. From the Islamic perspective, bribery is taken from the word ar-rishwa or ar-rushwa, which means something given to invalidate truth or justify a falsehood. For example, a lawyer gave a bribe in the form of money, like 500 ringgit, to a judge with the intention of helping him win the case. Next, the bribery items. The example of the bribery item is a money, gift, bonus, vote, service, position, wage, and discounts. And last but not least, ta'zir. Ta'zir means discretionary punishment to be imposed for violating command from Allah, duty for a person, and this punishment not having a permanent punishment or atonement, tawbah, or expiation, kafar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin OMAR. My matric number is 057310. Based on the article, I found that there are many factors on why bribery could exist. I may share 6 reasons on why people nowadays use bribery in today's presentation. First, ignorance of law and knowledge. Instead of learning and prevent, people choose to do it as they thought that they could obtain benefit despite the benefit supposedly to be others people's right. Second, greedy. Although the government had already tried to increase the workers' salary, bribery is still in the newspaper as people tended to obtain as many as they can. Third, there is an absence of strict laws and constant monitoring toward this problem. People become encouraged to commit this crime as they think that the punishment is not that hard if it inflicted on them. Fourth, love to award gift. This kind of act is permissible until the person recall back the time where he handed the gift, resulting the other person to feel like he owed something to the former. Fifth, poor leadership and organization. The leader himself did not pay enough attention toward this matter, plus some of them commit this crime. Meanwhile, the big organization does not have enough power to prevent this matter. 6. To fulfill their lust is the common factor on why people commit bribery. People are not being thankful on what the thing they possess. Therefore, they tended to obtain more money and position by commit bribery as the benefit supposedly to be other people's right. Then, we move to ta'zir form of education, where there are 3 forms of punishment. First, prescribed punishment, where the punishment that shall be inflicted on the offender must be admissible or permissible by Islam. Second, the punishment must be appropriate, where the sentence is fair for the size of the offence. If light punishment is enough for the crime, it shall be inflicted on the offender as it is sufficient to make him repent. Third, the sentence shall not exceed other provision punishment. If the penalty is in the same kind with the hudud, then it must not be above 40 lashes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif bin ZAKARIA. My matric number is 057311. And today I would like to present about my part on a topic of conditions for ta'zir to to be implemented for against offender. Okay. In order to carry out the ta'zir punishment against the offender, there is only one condition required, which is the offender must in a sound mind person. So, every person who is in a mind person committing any offences shall be punished with ta'zir punishment, neither a man or a woman, Muslim or non-Muslim. Adults are eligible to receive punishment, while sensible children are subjected to ta'zir as a lesson, not as punishment, because a children is considered as a minor. The method that allows the punishment of ta'zir to be imposed is allergic to everyone who committing mischief or hurting others without right, by word, deed or a signal, whether the victim was a Muslim or not a Muslim. So that's all from me. Thank you.
The next topic is how applying the ta'zir punishment in the crime of bribery is very appropriate in Malaysia. The first point is hudud and qisas have no authorities, because if we look at the authorities of hudud and qisas, the bribery offence cannot be punished based on these provisions. The next point is no restrictions on age and religion. This means the judge free to make a decision to the offender accordingly, without restriction on age and religion. The third point is the criminal offence in Malaysia include various types of offender. We can see in Malaysia the people are multiracial and religion, so it is very reasonable if the punishment of ta'zir is implemented, which can convict everyone, whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims. The last point is the ta'zir punishment able to keep the life of society away from the negative things. Ta'zir punishment will make people afraid to commit the offence of bribery, and this will prevent the occurrence of social damage to the society. Thus, the current bribery offence will overcome successfully.
Factors of education ta'zir to crime. Allah says, which means consume not your property between your infinity, neither proffer it to the judge, that you may sinfully consume a portion of other man's property intentionally. If the punishment for the crime of corruption is practiced based on the punishment of ta'zir, such as which is outlined by Islamic law, then it is likely that it will be more effective, because the punishment of ta'zir gives more significant space and power to the judge through Sharia courts to impose more commensurate and heavier sentences. This matter because the punishment of ta'zir is more like educating the offender and the community, and teaching them not ever to commit of corruption. Next, proposal. Several improvements need to update and improve to the existing law. Among the proposals considered is to amend the enactment for corruption in each state by introducing new provisions concerning criminal offences corruption. Besides, punishment based on ta'zir needs to examine for its effectiveness, and if so appropriate, can be practiced and widely applied in matters relating to corruption. in ensuring that society is always aware of the dangers of corruption. They need to give explanations and warnings regarding the dangers of corruption and the punishment that will overtake them. Thank you.
Conclusion. What we got from the presentation today. Okay, firstly, we got the bribery is wrong in terms of man-made law or Islamic law. Second, we got bribery is something that is rampant in the world nowadays. Third, we got that ta'zir punishment is an appropriate punishment to solve bribery case in Malaysia. And lastly, the crime of bribery must be eradicated so that we can live in a peaceful country. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.